Hello, my name is Cami. I'm an advanced certified grief coach through the Confident Grief Coach School. And in this video, I want to talk with you a little bit about how to manage emotions around the holidays. We all know that emotions run high in grief, and especially over the holidays, these feelings can become even more intense because we have so many constant reminders of our person's absence, or the weight of your loss just might be feeling especially heavy for you right now. There are a lot of triggers that come up, especially during these holidays or special events or these big milestones that can make our grief even harder to navigate. Because, of course, it's so obvious that they are not here with us and we really want them to be here. And how to navigate that loss can be extremely tricky when there's all of this hustle and bustle with the holidays and we just are focusing on surviving and navigating this emotional roller coaster of our grief. So, I want to introduce to you a tool called the emotional barometer. And this is a coaching tool that we utilize in the Confident Grief Coach School that we teach to our students to work with their clients to help manage that emotional roller coaster of grief. And the intention of this emotional barometer is really to create some awareness, to check in with yourself and notice, how are you feeling? What are these emotions that are coming up for you right now? Because when we can develop some awareness around your feelings, then we can figure out what to do about them and how to navigate what's feeling most challenging for you right now. So let's get started. I invite you to grab a piece of paper and a pen. And how we will do this exercise is that you will write down these emotions that I will list out. There are 5 of them. So write them on your piece of paper. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, you will rate the intensity of how you're feeling that emotion in your life lately. It could be just today with how you're feeling in this moment, or this week, just lately in your life. How would you rate the intensity of this emotion? So, 1 being this really isn't an issue for me, 10 being I feel this way super intensely all day, every day. So, on your piece of paper, go ahead and write the word anger. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your anger lately? Go ahead, just the first number that pops into mind, just your gut instinct of how you're feeling as far as your anger goes. Go ahead and write down that number. Next, write down extreme emotions. This can include hatred, jealousy, those super high highs, and the crash into those lows. How would you rate your extreme emotions lately? Okay. And then the next one is anxiety or overthinking. So write down anxiety or overthinking. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, again, 1 being not a problem, 10 being super challenging, you're feeling this way intensely all the time. How would you rate anxiety or overthinking? Okay. And then the next one is sadness or depression. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your sadness or depression? And lastly, fear. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your fear? Okay. So now that you have these 5 emotions listed out and you have made a note as far as how you're feeling with all of these emotions and how intensely you're experiencing these emotions, go ahead and reflect on your list on your piece of paper and just make note of what feels the most challenging for you right now. Which emotion did you rate the highest? Now, I just want to normalize that if you are deep in your grief and the stress of the holidays is overwhelming, you might be feeling a 10 on all of these emotions. And I just want to say that that's okay, that whatever you're feeling is valid. There is no judgment or right or wrong or good or bad with these numbers on this emotional barometer. This is really just to take the temperature of how you're feeling. There's no judgment. Whatever you're feeling is valid. And this tool can be helpful to help navigate, okay, so maybe you are feeling a really intense fear lately. What is that all about? Why are you feeling that way? And what can we do about it to help lower the intensity of that emotion so that it's not so overwhelming? So, on your list of emotions, go ahead and pick one. Maybe it's the one that you rated the highest, whichever one feels the most challenging for you right now. And take a moment to reflect on this emotion and how you're feeling in your life lately. Why did you rate this emotion the way that you did? What triggers you to feel this way? When this feeling comes up for you, where does it show up for you? When or where do you notice this emotion coming up for you? Are there certain places or times or certain, days of the week? Just reflect a little bit about your relationship with this emotion lately in your life. And after you have explored this a little bit, I want you to think about what is one thing that you can do to help lower the intensity of this emotion by even 1 point. So, for example, if you rated anxiety and overthinking super high, what is one thing that you might be able to do this week to help ease feelings of anxiousness? Or, for example, if fear is rated super high, is there something that you can do that would help you feel more safe or more grounded or more centered to help ease that feeling of fear a little bit for you? So go ahead and brainstorm what are some things that you might be able to do to help lower down the intensity of that emotion that you picked. And when you have a couple ideas of things that might be able to help, go ahead and commit to doing that thing today or this week or sometime that you can fit it into your schedule. I know for me, when I'm feeling a lot of fear or I'm feeling a lot of anxiousness in my life, I know that I need to stop and I need to breathe. I know that breathing works for me to soothe the anxiety. So if I'm feeling super anxious this time of year with the holidays coming up, maybe I can set aside some time in the morning to do a breathwork video that might be able to set me up for a little bit more groundedness for the rest of the day. Or maybe I'm feeling some anxiety around social events and just going to this holiday celebration. How might I be able to incorporate breathing into that space because I know that it supports me? So go ahead and just brainstorm what might work for you to ease this emotional intensity with one or two of these challenging emotions that you're feeling right now. And remember that you can always return back to this exercise whenever you need. Of course, if you need more support, I am here for you. There are so many grief coaches out there that have gone through this training through the Confident Grief Coach School who know how to use this exercise. So if you need some support, I am here for you. Go ahead and reach out. I've got my contact information in the show notes. Also, if you are someone out there who is watching this video and you're feeling called to help other people navigate their grief journey and you are wanting to become a certified grief coach, then I invite you to check out our Confident Grief Coach certification program where you can learn this tool and more tools to use with your clients. We have a class starting up in January, so I encourage you to join us in that space. Again, the details are in the show notes, and please feel free to reach out if you need any support. Take good care, and I look forward to hearing about how you have committed to taking this action step for yourself this week to help ease a little bit of that emotional roller coaster. All right, all the best, and we'll see you in the next video.